today's video is going to be this bronzy, smoky look. I did put some fake tan on before this video, so it looks a bit like patchy and not good. Oh, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some loreal gilded honey like on my collarbones. Lovely. So pretty, so glowy. Yeah, if you like the look of this makeup look, then just keep on watching. I've already moisturised my skin. You can use any moisturiser. I just use this one. I've been using it for a bit now and I love it. Right, okay, so I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Age Perfect Extraordinary Facial Oil. I'm just rubbing it all my face. My face is very dry, so I just want to work that into my face. I have put fake tan on my face, so excuse that, but we will cover it up. And if you're thinking my fake tan looks patchy, I have like pigmentation in my skin, so even when I actually go on holidays, I like tan patchy, like on my chest, so the fake tan just like clings on to certain patches more than others, which is so annoying, but hey ho, I can't do anything about it. I'm going to be going in with my Sigma eyeshadow base in the colour Suede. So just going to make sure that my eyeshadows last all day and they don't crease and the colour doesn't fade. Okay, now I'm going to go in with MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extended Eye Base. And this is just going to further prime the eyelids. So I take a tiny bit, take this much, and just put it all over the eyelids. Okay, then you just want to set your eyelids. So I'm just going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and I'm going to use the yellow shade. I can't wait to go to New York so I can get another one of these. I might get two. Looks like this. See, I hit pan on like my favourite ones. Use my Morphe 35O palette. Looks like this. This like kind of neon-y orange shade. But I'm just taking it on this big fluffy brush. Just putting it like in the crease. Okay, so just little circular motions and back and forth. Brush, by the way, is M511. That's the Sigma E40 and that's Morphe M511. You can see this one is a lot more like tapered and comes to a point. This shade from the palette, which is like a more neutral brown shade. Just back and forth. And you just want to take this. Sorry, my brushes are all like really dirty, but give a shit. This is the 227 zoeva brush, so it's like a little bit of like a paddle brush. It's a bit thinner that way and then it's a bit thicker that way. This kind of like warm chocolate rich brown. I'm going to put this like directly in the socket just to create another bit of dimension. So I'm putting it kind of the flattest way, so I don't want it that way, I want it like in my socket like that, and I'm just moving it like back and forth. And then just with the Sigma E40, just kind of blend out the edges. Take the matte black in here, just going to put a little bit of black on the outer corner. Kind of going on the lash line as well. And bring this slightly into the crease. And I just kind of like massage it on the outside just to get more pigmentation. Do it on the inner corner as well. I've done this technique a couple of times on my channel, but I think it like works really well for like my eye shape. Yeah, so just dragging that like slightly into the crease as well. So I'm leaving like a little gap. And then going back in with that like chocolatey brown on the zoeva brush. I'm just gonna go along the outer perimeter of the black to just blend out the edges so they're not so harsh. Little circular back and forth motions. And I'm just going to go back in with that sort of neon orange shade that we went with at the start. Just because I like the warmth that it gives. And then just blending that on the outer edges of our blend. Okay, and then again, just to intensify the black a little bit more, I'm just going to go back in with, this is the Morphe M507 by the way. I have M506 and M507, they both are exactly the same. I was on the Morphe website and I was like, oh, that looks different to that one. But they look exactly the same in real life, so just get one or the other, they both do the same thing. One is probably like a little bit more pointy than the other, but you can't even notice. I'm just going to take this blue on my finger, on my ring finger, and I'm just going to press this. Oh my god, yeah. This is very similar to MAC Blue Brown pigment, Blue Brown Naked Geek's Magic Act, which is just this like foiled gold. Sort of like setting spray on my finger. Probably a little bit too much there. And then just, oh yes, honey, yes. So I'm just going to take my zoeva brush with no product on it and just go over the edges again. So I'm going to go in with the Becca Backlight Primer Filter. It's very luminescent primer. Makes you look like J-Lo. Go in with the Make It Forever Ultra HD Foundation. In it with my Real Techniques sponge damp. I'm just going to start stippling it onto the skin. This shade is, it used to be 125, and I feel like in this formula it looks a lot more yellow. Like it's meant to be the same shade as the last 125, but I find that it's just a little bit more olive, which is fine. It goes better with my fake tan, but yeah. I'm gonna spray some of my Dior Airflash foundation in the shade 300. This is an aerosol foundation. I'm just going to spray some on to the flat bit of my sponge, just for lols, you know. And then just go over my whole face, baby. I love the Dior Airflash. That's the foundation I use when I go on nights out, and my skin looks so good. A little bit of my Becca and Dry Brightening Corrector just to cancel out the blue tones underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with my Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm. Gently and dry highlight. I'm gonna go in with a cream contour palette. So this is from Mercier, and it looks like this has been beaten up pretty bad, but I love this shade. It's so natural. So just taking the Real Techniques stippling contour brush, I think it's called. What's that? Dual fibre contour brush, sorry. And I just like to put that on the contours of my face. So just where your cheekbone is, and then you kind of blend it upwards. Or just putting this on the outer perimeter of my face as well. It's going like under the jaw as well. So give you a more defined lightest contour shade, and just go down these sides of my nose. So I like to draw the lines really close together. This way it will actually make your nose look slimmer if you have that problem. I just like to do underneath and just over the tip, just to make it look a little bit more turned up. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend it up with my sponge. Definitely want to set my under eyes. I'm going to be using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in 1. Like tap it underneath the eye and just keep it like right under your eye. Don't want to bring it down here because this is where the glow happens. You don't want to make it matte. I'm just going to brighten it up a little bit more with the yellow powder from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. And then I'm just going to go underneath my contour as well and just set that in place. This is where my foundation tends to like rub off. And then just to like further set the face, because you don't want this to move, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Ambient Edit palette, which looks like this. And I'm going to take this shade and just kind of set the rest of my face. This just gives a nice glow to the skin. It's not a matte powder, so you can set like all of your face with this. So I'm just doing lightly, I'm not doing crazy. I'm just going to take this brush. This is the Morphe M527, which is like a big paddle brush, and I'm going to take the bronzer from this kit, which is Ambient Luminous Bronze Light. I'm just going to be bronzing up the perimeter of my face. Okay, and I'm just going to be using the peach blusher in here, which is called Luminous Flush. And I'm just going to be putting that sort of on the apples, going back towards my hairline. And for the contour, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I'm going to be mixing this colour and this colour. The Morphe M530, which is like a fluffy small brush. Just going on the hollows of the cheekbones. Star of the show is L'Oreal Gilded Honey Highlighter, which is a beautiful golden highlight. I'm just going to my Zoeva Luxe highlight brush, and I'm going to actually spritz it with a bit of makeup setting spray. This is just the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, the mini bottle. And yeah, I'm just going to put this on the high points of my face. On the bridge of my nose. Tip of the nose, above the brow, chin, I'm just going to work on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the like bright orange shade on my Zoeva 227 and just go right underneath it. And then the chocolatey brown shade, and there's still like a bit of black left on there, so. Mascara, this is the L'Oreal False Lash Effect Mascara, which has a crazy like dangerous wand. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Tilbury's Lip Cheating Pillow Talk. This is just a pinky nude shade. It's just like the same colour as your lips, kind of. I'm first going with MAC Ravishing, which is a nice like peach shade. I love peachy lips. Just to make it like less peachy and more like nude, I'm going to take Illamasqua's lipstick in Tease, which is like nude. Nude. I'm just going to spritz my face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus spray, just to kind of set all the powders down and make it look more dewy. So, yeah. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, like, comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can when I'm not working, which is all the time. But yeah, I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye! Look at them coming down. That's just how they're coming down. collarbones, dough. That's a gator right there. Yeah. Looking pretty and bronzy. I'm just thinking about Dumb and Dumber when he's like, oh fuck, what does he say? What does he say? Mockingbird, don't ever come in. Have you heard? She's gonna buy me a mockingbird. And if the mockingbird don't sing, she's gonna buy me a diamond ring.